Mr. Tilson, if you would, please. You'd come forward.
Well, Mr. Tilson, how are you?
Fine.
Just give me your hat. Just put that right.
Mr. Tilson, if you would, please, if you'd come up here and have a seat.
Good to see somebody.
Have you been sworn as a witness? All right, fine.
All right. Tell the ladies and gentlemen of the jury who you are.
I'm Tom Tilson, Dallas Police Department, Dallas, Texas, USA.
Mr. Tilson, were you around Dallas when our president was assassinated?
Yes, sir.
One of the things that I'd like to know is whether you knew a character by the name of Ruby. That is, a fella by the name of Jack Ruby.
I did.
How did you happen to know him?
He had a Silver Spur dance hall on my beat.
How long had you known who Ruby was and what he looked like?
Oh, about 1956.
The cat assassination was in 63.
Yes, sir.
So plenty of time, right?
Correct.
Are you trained to identify people?
Yes.
That's part of your training?
Part of it.
And so on the date of the assassination of our president, where were you?
I was at the scene, just on the west side of the triple underpass.
And could you tell us about where you were on this exhibit? Do you recognize it? Is this easy enough to locate yourself on?
Well, no, I can get up and show you.
Please do that.
Where I was, not quite on the map, I was right over here. This is the railroad track, and this is grassy knoll, just like Elm Street.
How about using this? Would it help you a little, Tom, if we gave you aerial photograph?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I like at least to be on the map, you know.
All right.
That's a little bit better. I was just about here, going in. I was back up there when I had a police radio on my car. And I heard that the president had just been shot up here. And so naturally I knew where I was, and he had to come this way. My daughter and I had a college home for the holidays. She was in the car with me. Okay, right about here, I saw the president's car coming this way. And he had the Secret Service and all just laying over everybody in the car. And by that time, I'd on down about here. And right here, there's a sign here. There was a car parked right up. This is the sidewalk. On the other side of the sidewalk, there's a car. Right here. There's a guy right here, top of this grass knoll at the incline. Right here, a fella right here. And he came down this grassy knoll behind this sign, and when he got to the car, he was about the front of the car. Okay, he didn't go around the driver's side. He went to the back window of the car and threw an object into the car.
What did the object look like?
Well, he had it under his coat and I didn't see it. And he came back to the front of the car and went around the front of the car and got into the driver's side. Then he'd come back off the curb into the street. The president's car had already gone. And he came on over here. This concrete right here gives out because Main Street traffic coming out. Anyway, I went on up this way real fast and caught up with him just as the light turned. And I went on, followed him on the industrial. During this time, I told my daughter to get a pencil and paper out of the car pocket and write the last number down.
The license number?
Last number of the car, which she did. And when we got up on 30, headed towards Fort Worth, I started to pull up by the side of his car. And I said, it's not worth it.
Not worth what?
Her getting shot. If he'd had a gun in the car seat, all he'd had done was shot. And then he'd have struck my daughter. or me, or both of us.
All right.
So I fell back and took the first exit over the river and used the phone and called the number in to homicide. And somebody up there took it down.
Now, what happened after you gave the police that number? Did anybody ever call you back?
They never contacted me about that at all.
Thank you, sir. Now, did you see Jack Ruby on that day?
No, sir, I didn't see Jack Ruby on that day.
Did you see anybody that looked like Jack Ruby on that day?
I did.
Where did you see him?
I saw him coming down the grass and knoll, getting in that car.
In this car that you've been talking about?
Yes, sir.
You're saying that the man that came down the grassy knoll and got in this car and drove off, that you've been describing, looked like Jack Ruby?
Yes, sir. Exactly like him. Weight and height and same kind of clothes he wear and color hair.
Did you, were you around when Jack Ruby shot my client?
No, sir, I wasn't down there.
I see. Well, give us a picture of Mr. Ruby. That's Exhibit 205. How about that?
That looks like him.
Is that Jack Ruby?
Yeah.
Is that the man that you saw that got in that car?
Just like the man. Dark suit and dark hair and all.
Did he have a dark suit on that day?
He always wore dark suits nearly all the time.
Did he wear a dark... The man you see that day wear a dark suit?
Yes, sir. Every time I ever seen him, he had a dark suit on.
I'll be darned. Well, thank you, sir. Very much. I appreciate you. Can't tell you how much I appreciate your coming. Thank you.
Yossi?
Mr. Tilson, you've had a couple chats over the phone, have we not, sir?
Yes, sir.
Now, when you pursued this man in your car, you told me that he did not drive fast at all. That's correct.
That's right. He
Okay.
didn't.
And then, as I understand it, you called Dallas Homicide from a telephone booth and gave them the license plate number. Is that correct?
Correct.
You told me, did you not, that you thought Dallas Homicide wasn't even interested in the information you gave them, right?
Correct.
Did you tell me that if you didn't wear a Stetson hat in Dallas Homicide, they didn't want to talk to you?
They didn't even want you to come in the office. It was kind of a closed section.
Well, Tom, now, the President of the United States had just been assassinated, and you, a Dallas police officer, well-decorated police officer, you called Dallas Homicide, and you tell them that you saw a man running from the scene of the murder and get in a car, and you gave them the license plate number, and you're telling this jury, Tom, that they weren't interested?
Well, that's why I realized after I'd called it in, they probably thought just like I did. Who would use their own car and own license number to kill the President of the United States?
Let's talk about Ruby a little more. This man you saw running away. You told me, and I don't take shorthand, but you said if I had to bet money, I would bet that man was Jack Ruby. You remember telling me that?
Yes, sir.
And you knew Ruby pretty well, right?
Yes, sir.
For the record, Jack Ruby was seen by one witness at 12:25 at the Dallas Morning News office, placing his regular weekly advertisement for his nightclubs, and by another witness at 12:40 in the same office. Now, you felt that Jack Ruby is the one that killed President Kennedy, right?
I couldn't swear to it.
But, I mean, you have that feeling.
The person I chased from the grassy knoll is the one that killed the President of the United States. Oswald did not kill the President.
Okay.
He shot the President trying to, but he didn't kill the President.
So the fellow that you saw running away, whom you believe to be Jack Ruby, you feel that he's the one that killed the President?
He's the killer.
Later on TV, you see that Oswald was arrested for the murder of the President, right?
Correct.
Didn't you say to yourself, hey, they got the wrong guy, they should pick up Jack?
No, not until Jack shot him. When Jack shot Oswald, I said, nah, be darned, that's old Ruby, all right.
This license plate number, Tom, you eventually threw that away, did you not, sir?
I kept it for a few years to When my wife died, I cleaned the whole house and everything out and went through all the drawers and all of my police stuff I'd retired. And I said, I'll never need this last number anymore.
But
I threw it out in the trash can with a whole bunch of other trash.
But it was an historic piece of evidence, and certainly the most important murder case ever in this country, and one of the most important murder cases in the history of mankind. And you had enough room in your home. You didn't have to throw that piece of paper away, did you?
No, because I held it a while and looked at it and thought. I said, well, homicide didn't care about it. FBI didn't care about it. CIA didn't care about it. And it's been all these years. Why keep it?
You never once called Dallas Homicide to find out, did you, Tom, whether they had followed up on what you had?
No, I didn't dare go in the office. I didn't have a white hat.
Thank you very much, Tom.
Thank you very much. You may step down.